Well, I knew that this day was going to come eventually, and it's finally here. It is the beginning of the purge.
Yeah. Serve one. We all over the world, baby. Preaching
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Quam Teasy with the Christocrats and the Red Pill Reality. Here to encourage everybody, all you believers out there, to come out of the shadows and represent the kingdom and everything from pop culture to politics. And y'all, this is some serious stuff that just came down the pike today. YouTube is not playing games anymore. They're not playing games. And they've changed up their algorithm, and they have made a ruling on some things that is really serious and has some serious implications. But I'm just commenting on it, and I'm letting y'all know that it's coming. The purge is coming. The purge has started, and they're doing it under the guise of trying to curb hate speech on their platform. The definition of hate is, according to them, is basically whatever they deem offensive. And what they deem offensive in Silicon Valley, the liberal elites and the progressive elites, what is offensive to them is anything that is lean to the right. If I say certain things, or if you say certain things, then that can be deemed as hate speech, and you can therefore be deplatformed or demonetized, therefore shutting down a whole swath of opinion. And really becoming like 1984, George Orwell's 1984. And I told y'all this was coming. There's been a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people have been telling y'all this is coming, and they're doing it. And so what I'm gonna do in this video real quick is I'm gonna read some of the article to show you where the most dangerous parts are, and then I'm gonna tell you what we need to do about it. So this article came out in, I believe it was the New York Times, about it, and it says YouTube to remove thousands of videos pushing extreme views. Now listen to how they term certain things. What what they're saying is extreme or hate speech or things of that nature. And I'm gonna give you some commentary about it, some insight that you'd be like, wow, that's true. So YouTube announced plans on Wednesday to remove thousands of videos and channels that advocate neo-Nazism, white supremacy, and bigoted ideologies. That last one, bigoted ideologies, is the Trojan horse, and because it is very vague. It's not. It's an opinion-based thing. So if I say, you and I know that if I say that, for instance, homosexuality is wrong, I don't agree with it, then that can be considered. That might be considered a bigoted ideology. But so you can see where this would go, right? Or if I say that there's no such thing as 67 genders, that could be considered bigoted ideology, right? And so anybody effectively that is a social conservative can be deplatformed. And that is very scary if your whole livelihood is on you. I'm telling you, you need to wake up. You got to wake up, because they're not going to stop at YouTube or Twitter. Not going to stop. The new policy will ban videos alleging. Okay, so here's where they say, where it makes sense. The new policy will ban videos alleging that a group is superior in order to justify discrimination, segregation, or exclusion. The company said in a blog post, the prohibition will also cover videos denying that violent events like the mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut took place. So any conspiracy theory videos that talk about false flags and all that, gone. But hear what they said. It said videos alleging that a group is superior in order to justify discrimination, segregation, or exclusion. And the hypocrisy in that statement is so glaring. So you want to remove videos that promote discrimination, segregation, exclusion, but yet you're excluding and segregating people who have a different viewpoint from you. So like you're doing exactly what you're saying you want to ban others for doing. YouTube did not name any specific channels or videos that would be banned, although they have banned Steven Crowder's channel. Or not banned it, but they've demonetized his videos. taking money out of that man's pocket. Luckily, I believe he does have other things set up for that. But Steven Crowder, if you don't know him, he's a conservative comedian that, you know, is on the edge or whatever. But, you know, the liberal, leftist, progressive comedians can say all they want. They can be as hateful and mean. Samantha Bee, Bill Maher, and tons of them. They can say the meanest, disgusting, nastiest things about conservatives and all those who are with us, and nothing happens to them. Kathy Griffin, you know, but we're gonna go after Steven Crowder. And something a friend of mine pointed out that was really crazy to me, that's so true, is that how many of y'all stumble across a neo-Nazi video? I never stumble across them. I never happened to see them in that sidebar on YouTube, you know, what they're trying to protect me from. And you have to really read through the lines, read between the lines, and see that they are going to use it as a way to target conservatism and get it off of their platform, so that they have one monolithic voice when it comes to politics, atheism, any of that stuff. So the thing to remember here is that YouTube is owned by Google. And we all know what Google does with its search engine. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna read this real quick. In addition to tightening its hate speech rules, YouTube announced that it would tweak its recommendation algorithm. Like I said, what gets recommended for viewers to see. The automated software that shows users videos based on their interests and past viewing habits. This algorithm, so that's a lie. Because again, like I said, my past viewing habits have never seen any kind of looked up or seen any kind of white supremacy. So why would they be afraid that I would end up seeing it if their algorithm is correct, if their algorithm works according to what I look at? So why would they even be afraid of what I'm going to see? They're trying to police what people's opinions. The algorithm is responsible for more than 70% of overall time spent on YouTube and has been a major engine for the platform's growth. But it has also drawn accusations of leading users down rabbit holes filled with extreme and divisive content. It hasn't led me down no rabbit hole. Unless you type it in and want to look at it, this is talking about videos that, like channels that go out and interview, and expose Antifa and things of that nature. These are all going to be gone. All these are going to be gone. It's possible that all Christian stuff is going to be gone. If you talk about anything that has to do with sin, or anything that has to do with repentance, or anything that has to do with what the world's opinions are and how they're wrong, it can be considered hate speech. So it says, in response to the criticism, YouTube announced in January here we go, that it would recommend fewer objectionable videos, such as those with conspiracy theories about September 11th, terrorist attacks, and vaccine information, a category it called borderline content. The YouTube spokesman said on Tuesday that the algorithm changes had resulted in a 50% drop in recommendations to such videos in the United States. He declined to share specific data about which videos YouTube considered borderline. So it's vague and on purpose, so that you and I's videos that talk about what we talk about can be considered as borderline if they wanted to. That's why they leave themselves a large, huge loophole to jump through to get us off the platform. Let's see. There's something I really wanted to read. Hold on. Okay. No, that wasn't it. Hold on just a second. Are you done? No, not yet. I said it would be tweet recommendation. Draw an accusation leading user. Okay. So basically that's I'll cut all this out. So basically, you can read the article yourself. It's I'll post a link to it in the comment section or in the description. and you can read it yourself, and you'll see that they're not playing games, and Twitter's already knocking people off. They're shadow banning. It's not something that we're making up. It's actually happening. And it's been proven several times over, and they just don't care. So I'm trying to wake y'all up to see, like, this is not just willy-nilly. They are attacking. When you're going to turn around and not be able to preach the gospel, that's why it's a big deal, because you're going to turn around and not be able to preach, at least not on these platforms. So what do we do about it? We have to begin to work now to create our own platforms, meaning if you create YouTube videos, begin to figure out how to do your own website and be able to put your videos up there and move your audience there. Our website, the Christocrat website, is almost finished. You guys are going to love it. We have tons of things that we're offering you guys. Resources that we're going to be giving you guys. Just going to be awesome, really cool stuff that you guys are going to want to become subscribed to our website and become a Christocrat to get exclusives and entertainment and news and all kinds of great stuff. We're going to, eventually move our audience onto our own soil. A friend of mine, a new acquaintance of mine, was telling me that, we need to consider and make sure that we are farming on our own soil as opposed to sharecropping with YouTube and Twitter and whatnot. We can still use them as long as they allow us to, but once they shut it down, once the purge happens completely, we got to have somewhere else to land. So think about that. So this is crazy news. It can be a little disheartening, but nobody said that we weren't in a fight. We're in a fight, but we've already won because Christ has already won for us. So be of good courage. Know that, keep your eyes out for this stuff. Get your videos up now. Work on what you need to work on, because we got to get the gospel out, and we've got to tell people that through their politics and their things that they deal with, pop culture and all that, we can use that as vehicles to point them to the Lord. That is the most important thing, because great if they vote conservative all the way down the ticket, but then they go to hell. That's not the move. So anyway, we love you guys. I just wanted to give that out to you. Keep your eyes open. Remember, love God, hate sin. Like, subscribe, comment in the comment section. Are you seeing some of these things happening? What do you think about it? Do you think we're just paranoid, or are we on point with this whole thing? Share these videos and click that notifications button so that you can know when we're sending stuff out. And remember, we are not right, we're not left, but we're up.
Well, this one's going out to the ones that speaking that gospel.